Imagine this. In just 13 minutes, your words, your presence, and your influence could transform. So people don't just hear you, they feel you. Today, I'm going to show you how to communicate with clarity, confidence, and impact like never before. Every second counts. So stay with me, because by the end of this, your communication skills will be on fire. Clarity is the foundation of effective communication. Without clarity, even the most brilliant ideas get lost in translation. Many people think that being a good communicator is about speaking a lot, using big words, or sounding intelligent. But the truth is that the power of your communication is measured by how well your listener understands you. If your words are confusing, if your sentences are tangled, or if your message is hidden beneath unnecessary details, all your effort is wasted. Clarity is not just about simplifying language. It's about organizing your thoughts in a way that naturally leads your listener from where they are to where you want them to be. Every idea, every sentence, every word must serve a purpose. When you speak with clarity, you remove barriers between your mind and the minds of others. People can follow you. They can grasp your vision. They can act on your instructions. Clarity builds confidence, not only in your listener, but also in yourself. When you know what you want to communicate, your words flow with precision and power. You don't hesitate. You don't stumble. Your message lands with the force of intention because it is sharp, direct, and unambiguous. Clarity is not merely a skill. It is a reflection of your thinking. If your mind is cluttered, your speech will be cluttered. If your thoughts are confused, your words will confuse others. Therefore, clarity in communication begins with clarity in thought. Take time to organize your ideas before you speak. Decide what your main point is. Decide what supporting points will strengthen it. Decide the language and examples that will make your point memorable. The clearer you are in your own mind, the clearer you will be in the minds of others. This principle alone can elevate your communication by leaps and bounds because people are naturally drawn to those who articulate ideas clearly and confidently. Equally important is the power of listening. Communication is often thought of as a one-way street. The speaker talks and the listener absorbs. But the truth is that the most effective communicators are first and foremost great listeners. Listening is not passive. It is active engagement. When you listen deeply, you demonstrate respect, build trust, and gather insight. Listening allows you to understand the needs, concerns, and perspectives of your audience. Without listening, even the clearest message can fail because it may not address what people truly care about. Many people listen with the intent to reply rather than to understand, and this habit kills influence. Listening with intent requires patience, focus, and empathy. It requires you to quiet your own thoughts and fully absorb what the other person is saying. In doing so, you create a connection that goes beyond words. You learn what motivates them, what confuses them, and what inspires them. Once you truly understand your listener, your message becomes more powerful. You can tailor your words to resonate with their hearts and minds. Listening is also the key to learning. Every conversation is an opportunity to gain knowledge, to refine your understanding, and to grow as a communicator. The more you listen, the better you can respond, adapt, and influence. Listening transforms ordinary interactions into meaningful connections because it shows that you value the other person, that you are present, and that your communication is not just about you. It is about the shared exchange of understanding. Those who master listening gain influence naturally because people are drawn to those who make them feel heard, understood, and respected. Your body speaks long before your mouth opens. Every gesture, every movement, every posture conveys a message, whether you are aware of it or not. People constantly interpret signals from your body, and often these signals carry more weight than the words you say. Confidence, passion, and credibility are not just heard, they are seen. When you walk into a room, the way you hold yourself communicates whether you belong there, whether you are calm under pressure, and whether your words will carry authority. A slouched posture can undermine even the most powerful message, while a straight spine and steady gaze can amplify it. Gestures, when used intentionally, add emphasis and clarity to your words. A simple movement of your hands can reinforce a point, convey enthusiasm, or signal openness. Facial expressions reveal your emotions and create connection because humans respond naturally to emotion. When your body aligns with your words, your message becomes more authentic, more believable, and more persuasive. Mismatched body language, however, can create confusion. You can say one thing while your body contradicts it, and the listener will instinctively trust the signals they see over the words they hear. Therefore, awareness of your own nonverbal communication is not optional. It is essential. By practicing alignment between your mind, your words, and your body, you create a resonance that draws people in, builds trust, and increases the impact of every conversation you have. Equally transformative is the power of storytelling. Humans have been moved, taught, and inspired by stories for thousands of years. Facts inform, but stories transform. A statistic can impress for a moment, but a story can ignite imagination, stir emotions, and linger in the memory long after the conversation ends. Storytelling bridges the gap between information and connection. When you tell a story, you invite others into your experience. You allow them to feel what you feel, to see what you see, and to imagine what you imagine. Stories make abstract concepts tangible, turning ideas into experiences that resonate deeply. They give your message context, emotion, and meaning. Every story has a beginning, middle, and end, and within this structure lies the opportunity to lead your listener on a journey. When you craft a story intentionally, you create suspense, highlight challenges, and celebrate resolution, which mirrors the way people experience life and decisions themselves. Storytelling also humanizes you. It allows your audience to see your vulnerability, your insight, and your perspective. A well-told story can inspire action, influence decisions, and create a shared sense of purpose. The key is to choose stories that relate directly to your message, that illustrate your points vividly, and that touch on universal human experiences. Every story you tell should serve a purpose: to teach, to motivate, or to connect. The more authentic and relatable your story, the more powerful its impact. Mastering storytelling is not merely an optional skill for communicators. It is a necessity for anyone who wishes to lead, inspire, or leave a lasting impression. When paired with aligned body language, storytelling multiplies the effectiveness of your communication. The emotions conveyed through your gestures, posture, and expressions enhance the story, making it unforgettable and compelling. People do not just remember words, they remember experiences, and your body and your story together create an experience that resonates on a deep personal level. Intentionality is the force that transforms ordinary communication into extraordinary influence. Most people speak without thinking, letting words escape without purpose, and then wonder why they are not understood or why their message falls flat. Every word you speak carries power, whether you realize it or not. When you speak intentionally, you choose words that carry weight, sentences that have direction, and messages that leave impact. It begins with purpose. Before you say a word, ask yourself, what do I want this person to understand? What action do I hope to inspire? What impression do I want to leave? Intentional communication does not wander. It moves with precision toward a goal. It respects the time and attention of your listener while honoring the importance of your own message. To speak without intentionality is to scatter seeds in the wind with no hope of harvest. To speak with intentionality is to plant seeds that take root, grow, and bear fruit in the hearts and minds of others. This requires discipline, reflection, and clarity of thought. It requires understanding that communication is not just a habit, it is a responsibility. Every conversation, every sentence, every word should be chosen deliberately, because your words shape perception, influence decisions, and leave lasting impressions. Mastering intentionality in communication elevates you from being merely heard to being truly understood. It turns ordinary dialogue into moments of influence. It transforms casual interaction into opportunity, and it allows your message to resonate far beyond the immediate moment. The intentional communicator is not reactive. They are proactive. They do not let circumstances dictate their words. They let their purpose guide them. Equally important is the principle of immediate action. Knowledge, clarity, and purpose alone are not enough if they remain dormant within you. Communication is an art, but it is also a practice. Every insight you gain, every principle you learn must be applied to become effective. The moment you choose to act on what you know, your growth accelerates exponentially. Waiting for the perfect time to speak or waiting for confidence to arrive magically is a trap that keeps potential locked inside. The real mastery of communication begins the moment you decide to implement it consistently, even in small ways every single day. Action converts understanding into experience. It converts principles into skills. It converts ideas into results. Think of every conversation as a laboratory, every interaction as a training ground, and every opportunity as a chance to refine your craft. The more you act, the more you learn, the more your communication becomes second nature. Immediate action also demonstrates courage. It shows that you value progress over perfection and that you are willing to step into discomfort to achieve growth. Those who delay, overthink, or hesitate too long often see their potential wasted, while those who act intentionally and consistently unlock doors that others only dream of opening. Action reinforces intentionality because the practice of speaking with purpose in real time hones clarity, sharpens focus, and deepens understanding. Every attempt, whether successful or imperfect, provides feedback that informs your next effort. Over time, these repeated acts of deliberate communication compound, creating a level of skill and influence that seems almost effortless. Acting immediately also builds credibility. People notice those who follow through, who speak with purpose, and who turn words into tangible outcomes. Your influence grows because others recognize that your communication is not empty rhetoric. It is backed by action, conviction, and results. We started by mastering clarity, because if your words aren't understood, nothing else matters. Then we unlock the power of listening. Truly hearing others is how you connect and influence. We explored the silent language of your body, showing that posture, gestures, and energy speak louder than words ever could. Then we harness storytelling, the tool that turns facts into experiences and ideas into inspiration. Next, we emphasize intentionality. Every word, every sentence, every message must have purpose, direction, and impact. And finally, we discovered that immediate action is what turns knowledge into skill, theory into mastery, and potential into influence. When you combine clarity, listening, body language, storytelling, intentionality, and action, you don't just communicate, you inspire, you lead, and you create change wherever you go.